During the first month of its operations, a company manufactured a product with a variable production cost $50 per unit. Variable cost is 50 to produce this product. Fixed manufacturing overhead total 1,800,000 and is allocated based on units produced. During the month, the company completed 15,000 units but sold only 12,000 and incurred no variances. If the company operating under absorption costing, wait, let's remember the difference between full absorption costing and variable costing. Here in the question, he said that the variable production cost is $50 per unit, which means that all these costs together is $50 per unit. And here, of course, will be 50. Fixed overhead is 1,800,000, as he said before, 1,800,000. Based on the production of 15,000 units. So the fixed cost here will be $1,800,000 divided by number of units produced, which is $15,000. The result will be 1,800,000 divided by 15,000 units. The result will be 120 per unit. And the fixed overhead is not written here. So the total manufacturing cost per unit using full absorption costing will be 170, and here will be only 50. There is a formula to calculate the difference in net income between using absorption costing and using the variable costing. The equation or the formula is said to be difference in operating income between the two methods will be equal to fixed overhead per unit multiplied by the difference in units between what it have been manufactured and what it have sold. So the result will be fixed overhead per unit is presented here, which is $120 per unit. And the difference in units between what we have produced, the 15,000, and what we have sold, the 12,000, is 3,000 units. So the difference between the two methods will be $360,000. So if the full absorption method operating income is 400, so the difference between this amount and the amount appears in the variable costing will be 360. So what we are going to do, are we going to do to add the 360 to 400 or subtract it? There is another rule that you have to know. If the production, let's do it like this. If the production is greater than the amount sold, so the operating income under full absorption will be always greater than the net income or the operating income of the variable costing method, and vice versa, which means if the production in units is less than the amount sold, so the operating income under full absorption costing will be less than operating income using variable costing. And of course, they are both the same if the units produced is equal to the units sold. So in this situation, the units produced is 15 and the units sold is 12. So the full absorption will be greater than the variable costing. So if the full absorption method gains operating income of 400,000, so the variable costing will be 400,000 less 360, we have to subtract the 360 we have calculated. We have subtracted here. So if we do 400,000 minus 360, the result will be 40,000. So the solution will be B.